Good morning and welcome to the show, and thanks for waking up with us. I have a very interesting guest here in the studio today in the way of Logan Adams from Specialists of the South. Logan hosts auctions at Specialists of the South here in Panama City, and she's brought some really intriguing items with her today. Logan, welcome to the show. Thanks for coming on.
Good morning. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, I know it's early, but how did you get into auctions?
Well, that's kind of interesting. My husband retired from the Navy lab, and he was about 10 years ago. He'd been associated with our business, the Specialist of the South, very mild-mannered man, and he said, you know, I've always wanted to be an auctioneer. And people's reaction was, Dick Adams wants to be an auctioneer? And so he went away to school for a week and became a colonel and an auctioneer. You know, they're honorary colonels. And so we've been doing auctions ever since.
Well, that's awesome stuff, because Specialists of the South, I know, are known for interior decorating and their decor items and things like that. Reupholstery, I know you do all that type of stuff there. But I just discovered recently that you do the auctions, and you must come across some really beautiful items. And I'm looking at this thing here, which, what exactly is that?
This is actually a gorgeous piece from a collection that we have in our upcoming auction of cranberry glass. This is called Riggery, that comes around like this and is very three-dimensional looking. But this is one of the larger pieces that we have.
Now, is that a very valuable piece? I mean, it certainly looks old.
Yes, you're looking at several $100s here.
Wow. Now, you've got another interesting piece over here, too. And, you know, we played a little game before the show, pretty much, what is it? Let's try and figure this thing out. And if you guys can get a shot of this, what do you think this is, viewers? I had no idea. I thought maybe an inkwell or something. It's got a little hole in the top here, and it looks like crystal, and it's pretty old, isn't it, Logan?
It is. It probably dates from Victorian times.
So what exactly is it?
Well, actually, the ladies would brush their hair, and then they would clean their brushes, and this was a hair receiver. They would place the hair down in these containers, and we have a collection of hair receivers in this auction coming up.
So
porcelain, you know.
A hair receiver. Now, if you ladies need a place to stick your hair in a really beautiful way, there's a hair receiver that you'll have at the auction, which is tomorrow at Specialists of the South.
Yes, the 15th.
Now, it's not just these items here. You actually really have some works of art here. And what is this painting, and who did this?
This is one from Lucy Mustin Peters, and she was a very well-known artist in our area, and she studied in Japan, and her family is here, and she was born in 1911 and died in 2001. And we have a retrospective of Lucy's work, all kinds of things, over 40 works of art from Lucy, and this is reported by her family to have been her favorite.
Oh, geez, and this is and this will be at the auction.
Yes, it is.
How nice. Now, you've got a couple other things here that kind of intrigued me. This, now, I don't know if I'm holding this right. It looks like it's got a little Japanese symbol in the corner.
And that's called a seal. And so these prints were, interestingly enough, there's a little information or provenance, if you will, on the back. I'm not sure if it's on.
Okay, so this is obviously from Japan.
Right.
It's a work of art. And then we've got some, here's another, if we can get a shot of that, how pretty that is. And we look on the back of it, and it says, I don't have my glasses. Maybe you can read that
bought
for us.
in Japan on Surrender Day by James W. Mustin Jr. Now, Lucy's name was Lucy Mustin Peters, so this was her son, I believe, that served as a Lieutenant J.G. aboard the Bennington.
Aboard the
USS Bennington.
So this was bought. This is a real piece of history.
Right.
And this is what you could say is actual provenance to a work of art that was bought in Japan at the end of World War II.
Absolutely.
We have to run off to the local weather, but on the other side of these messages, let's take a look at some of the other stuff that you brought today.
Okay.
And we're going to your local weather, brought to you by the West Pittman Law Firm, westpittmanlawfirm.com. Welcome back to the show, and thanks for sticking with us this morning, because we've got a very interesting guest here. We've got Logan Adams from Specialists of the South, and we're going to look at some of the items that will be at the auction tomorrow at Specialists of the South here in Panama City. There are so many interesting things here, but I got to tell you, the thing that really first caught my eye is this this German Luger.
Yes, it has
Yeah.
matched numbers. It's from 1937, and it's creating a lot of interest.
Yeah.
We might want to mention, though, at the auction, we can't sell items online, firearms, that do not predate 1898. So we'll be going offline at noon. So you need to be there or be a phone bidder. Let us know how you want to participate. But we will be selling the firearms, this and another handgun, and then some rifles.
And these Lugers are highly collectible.
Yes, they are.
I know that for a fact, actually. And now I'm looking at these things over here. And this is what? I think we've got a inkwell and a blotter. Is that what this thing is called?
This is an antique desk set, well marked on the bottom with numbers and deposé and initials. And so that's a very unique one.
Now this is this brass?
It
what
is.
We're looking at?
Yes.
And how old of an item would you think this is?
Well, it's got to be probably circa 1900 anyway.
Yeah, I mean, when was the last time we used an inkwell? And,
and
a
a
blotter, I guess,
yeah,
was to dry out your words before you fold your letter and get it off and into the mail. Talk about silver spoons. I guess this is the real deal right here.
Coin silver. Now, coin silver is not marked sterling. They actually melted coins to make this. And you can see that the bowl has the wide rim on it and a wonderful maker's mark on the back for John Tangai.
Wow, and I noticed there's some initials or something here as well.
And monogrammed, yes.
Yeah.
Typically these were monogrammed, and it's called a fiddleback spoon.
And it would actually melt coins down to make these. Is that even legal? Probably not anymore.
Probably not.
This looks like another silver item, and this is a candy dish, I guess? Or?
You know, some sort of a small dresser dish or something, but it is in the Art Nouveau style, you know, which was very flowing. And so that's about the same time period. And these probably a little earlier, the spoons, a little earlier in the 19th century.
Yeah, and what are these things here? What do you call them?
Well, those are some beautiful little miniature portraits, and they are hand painted, and they are just quite collectible. There is a whole group of people very interested in those.
Wow, and those are hand painted.
Yes.
That's amazing, amazing craftsmanship.
Right.
Now I notice here's the elephant in the room, this dress over here. And what's the story behind this?
Well, we have a screen-worn dress for the Friday Night Lights. Okay, this was a TV show, and
It was worn by an actress.
it was worn by an actress. And Julie Taylor was the
character?
the character that she played, and Amy Teagarden was the actress.
Oh, wow.
So we have a certificate of authenticity that indicates that this is from season 1 and the episode 109.
So you can have a little bit of Hollywood right there.
Yes, it is a size small.
Yeah, and here's another interesting piece right here.
Yes, this is a piece of Weller Loesa, and this is quite collectible. Weller was an art pottery manufacturing company, and this particular glaze is quite collectible.
Well, this is just fascinating stuff, and I know you probably have tons more to show us. If somebody wants to learn more about the auction, how do we do? Do we need to register for it? Can we find you online?
You can find us online at sospcfl.com. That's Specialist of the South, Panama City, Florida.com, and you can register there. You can come the day of the auction at 544 East 6th Street, and you can join us for the day.
And you can even bid online if you'd like to, except for the firearms.
Well, that's true. One thing that's interesting when we're online and you go online to look at the things, you'll see that they're in an order 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think we have over 500 items, and you don't have to jump out of bed and be with us at 8 o'clock in the morning if you're interested in something that might be item 200, because we're going to auction about 60 plus items an hour.
Wow. So, you know, go to the website, see what's available.
Yes.
Come on down to Specialists of the South. And thank you so much, Logan Adams, for coming on the show.
Well, thank you for having me, Don.
And making it so interesting today. And thanks for joining us and sticking with us, and we'll be right back after these messages.
Hi, this is David Lovett, and this is your Mad Hatter Minute. Changing your engine oil is one of the single most important vehicle maintenance acts you can perform on your car. Gasoline, transmission fluid, water, coolant, brake fluid, All are very important fluids and must be changed, but none of them have such a negative impact if it's not performed regularly than your engine oil. When your engine doesn't receive the proper amount of oil that it should, or if the oil that it's receiving is dirty and contaminated, it begins to shut down. Eventually, your engine will seize. It'll stop running. And then you're looking at a very, very expensive auto repair. So how often should you replace your engine oil? Well, most experts agree that between 3,000 and 5,000 miles is the optimal amount of time to replace your engine oil. If you really want to know, turn to your operator's guide that's usually located in your glove compartment. Probably the most least read book in the world. Open it up, go to the back, and see what type of intervals and what type of oil that your manufacturer recommends for changing. Changing engine oil is a very simple process, and a lot of people change their own oil. If you're one of these do-it-yourselfers, take some very basic advice. Change the engine oil filter. The engine oil filter captures all the soot, all the grime, all the contaminants out of the old oil. You drain the old oil out, you put new oil back in, you're putting it on right on top of that dirty, nasty filter. All that sludge and all that grime is going to circulate right back out of the filter and right back into your motor. I'm David Lovett, and this has been your Mad Hatter Minute.
Hey folks, this is Joshua Brown with Mad Hatter on 23rd Street. Is your check engine light on? If it is, text MADHAT28, that's MADHAT28, to 24247 and we'll check it for free.
Welcome back to the show. I'm here with Benita, the lady hypnotist, and her friend Pinky. And
Yes.
that is Pinky there.
This is Pinky.
Okay, I didn't want to say anything, but we need to talk about the, not the elephant, but the 500-pound gorilla in the room.
That's right.
What's up with Pinky?
Well, this is a donation for our craft and yard sale for this Saturday, or Friday and Saturday. And we've been very fortunate. Santa's elves have been really busy collecting wonderful children's toys for us, toys of this caliber. And we're still taking donations, so if anyone has any toys for kids that they can bring over for the sale, they're going at, we're pricing them very low for families. We have bicycles, we have musical instruments for children, and the Guitar Hero type, a couple of drum sets,
cool. Yeah.
and really great things.
So the sale, the yard sale, is when and where again?
It's Friday and Saturday, 14th and 15th, from 9 o'clock in the morning to 3 in the afternoon at Capstone House, 1713 Beck Avenue. And if you have donations, call us at 747-9224. And also, if you'd like to rent a table, you can come and rent a table for $10 per day. That's a table and 2 chairs. And if your items are too big, or you can be out in the parking lot. This is indoors in the auditorium, but we can also put people in the parking lot if they would rather be in the parking lot.
I know you've got a great little facility there, a great little area to set up tables, and it's perfect for that type, you know, a flea market type atmosphere there.
That's right.
And actually, a friend of ours, who is a wonderful videographer and producer, produced this a walk through nature, Florida's Emerald Coast. Made by our very own Jeff Peck here in the studio, who
Hi,
you never
Jeff.
see on TV ever.
That's right.
Anyway, he made this wonderful video, and he made this right after the oil spill to kind of prove to people that it's still nice here. Come on
That's
down. But I can tell
right.
you, it's just beautiful photography and videography on here. So
That's right.
yeah, and it'll be available at your yard sale.
It will be on the big screen. We'll have it up on the big screen, and it's really quite beautiful. So I want everyone to really get a good look at that while they're in the.
Get a good look at it, and maybe even buy a copy. Who
And
knows?
talk
Yeah.
with Jeff. He'll be right there to talk with people and tell them about his adventure of the filming of it.
Yeah.
So that's exciting.
Yeah, and he made it at the perfect time, but it's still very relevant today because we live in a beautiful area.
Yes, you do.
Yeah.
Yes, you do.
So Capstone House, beside being an alternate learning center, which, you know, we've talked about before on the show,
that's right.
is also a community resource.
Yes, it
for
is.
people.
Yes, it is. We have a library with approximately 6,000 books in it, and we're just renewing and renovating the library. Before long, we'll have a grand opening for the work that we've done, and then that library will eventually be connected with the public library so that people can come and learn about all the alternative material that we have in our library at Capstone. So it's exciting.
There are some really interesting things that go on there. Now, I introduced you as Bonita, the lady hypnotist, and in case you hadn't seen Bonita before, she is a lady hypnotist.
Yes.
And you do those hypnosis therapies right there at Capstone House.
Yes,
don't you?
I do. Yes, I do. And on the 19th of this month, I'll be having an open house for that. Everything you ever wanted to know about hypnosis, self-hypnosis, the history of hypnosis. On the 19th of this month at 7 in the evening, that's a Friday, I'm going to do an introductory so people can come and learn about the healing therapies that are involved with hypnotherapy.
And even I've had doctors on the show that say that it is a valid therapy for a lot of people.
Yes, I have to have a doctor's referral to work one-on-one with people, but they don't need a referral to come to this introductory.
And learn about it.
And
you can
learn about it, yes.
Well, Bonita, we are so out of time, it's not funny, but if you want to quit smoking, if you want to lose weight, hypnosis is an option.
That's right. It's also useful in pain management. I am a hypnoanesthesiologist also.
That's just amazing stuff. Bonita, the lady hypnotist, thank you so much for coming on the show, and good luck with the yard sale. And don't forget to pick up your copy of A Walk Through Nature at Capstone House
And
this
bring
Friday
those
and Saturday.
donations in.
Yeah, and go visit Pinky as well.
That's right.
And we'll be right back after these messages. Welcome back. I'm here with Carol Cat Turner, and she's going to get us smart on what's going on around town this weekend. Cat, welcome back to the show.
Thank you.
Live 850.
Live 850, that great community smartphone application. It's a free download. You want to know what's going on. You want to be able to advertise your events. Do it on Live 850. It's a free download from Google Play or iTunes.
Yeah, I've got it on my phone, and I got to tell you, if you live in the 850 area code and you don't have this thing, you're missing out.
It's
because
the best.
It really is, because if you want to know what's going on this weekend, where the concerts are, you know, where the events are happening, all that stuff, it's all there, right there.
And I like it because it's a diverse mix of stuff. So lots of community stuff, and then the big public events too.
Yeah.
So lots of good information.
Well, I, for one, have to brag that I scored some Daughtry tickets. So we're gonna, so we're gonna see him tomorrow night.
Hey, I hear that our friends Massalina Cargo are going to be doing the VIP room.
Steve and Jenna,
at
yeah.
Daughtry, aren't they the best?
They're fabulously talented.
That's going to be a great concert. That's at the Marina Civic Center. I think there's tickets still available. We want to thank Mark Hess and Hess Entertainment for all the great stuff that they bring to this communody. I'm really excited
Wonderful
about
people.
this one.
Yeah, I think I just had a brush with culture here.
Yeah, that's Saturday night. But today even, starting today, we got a lot of good stuff going on. I want to talk about one of our VIP sponsors, and that's the My Paint Party, folks. That's
I've had Tana on the show.
Have you had Tana? She is so neat. That's a fun thing, and it's only like $35, and she's got some great holiday stuff coming up where you go in and paint your own stuff. It's only $35. You can take in a bottle of wine, and they provide.
And it's a fun activity for adults, kids,
all
whatever.
ages.
It's a paint party. You go there. She teaches you how to paint a portrait. She had me do one here. Not a portrait, but she had me do a painting of a starfish, I think it was. And it was a lot of fun. We did it right here on the set.
And were you a way better artist than you had any clue you were going to be?
I didn't want to stop.
Yeah.
I got really involved in it.
Yeah, I'm telling you, it's great stuff.
Yeah.
And the stuff that she's got coming up is stuff that I would be so pleased to give away for a Christmas gift. So I suggest, that's a fun thing that you can get a gift certificate for somebody else to do.
Yeah.
I would love to have a gift certificate to do something like that. So great Christmas
So she's
gift
selling
idea.
gift certificates for that?
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah,
Awesome,
anytime. What else have we got going on? Oh, the Color Vibe run. That's going to be
Color Vibe run.
Color Vibe run. It's a 5K run. It's going to be at the old airport. That's going to be at like 9 o'clock in the morning, and that's a lot of fun. They hit you with color as you go through. They have teams, and so for photographers, it's a great
it's like
event
a color run.
to go out. Yeah,
sure.
that's exactly what it is.
So you get colored chalk, and you get.
Yeah. What else have we
You
got
get
this
slammed.
weekend? Oh, the Festival of Nations tonight, going on today and tonight at the downtown and I say it's tonight. I'm sorry. I think it's tomorrow.
Saturday?
And yeah, it is Saturday in downtown Panama City, and that's going to be going on all day. It starts at 10, goes to 8 o'clock. They're going to have all the little villages and different kinds of food, and so a fun thing to take the family
and where is
out
this
to.
at again?
Downtown Panama
Just
City,
downtown.
right down Harrison.
Okay.
You'll get to visit all the different
All right.
villages, sample all the food, great entertainment. That's a very affordable thing. And then, what else have we got? Oh, how could I forget? Chili Vibration. Chili Vibration.
Chili Vibration.
Yeah, Heritage is opening up
I
tonight.
vibrated over chili before, but that's a whole other story.
That's
Not
so
appropriate for morning
bad.
talk. Anyway.
So bad. Yeah, no, the concert opens, or it's a 3-day event. It opens tonight. It goes through Sunday. The chili cook-off is tomorrow in the morning, and that's going to be a lot of fun. So that's out at Aaron Besant Park.
Okay, so if you're digging on chili, you've got all kinds of things. You got My Paint Party, you've got the chili thing, you've got the Festival of Nations. Is that what you called it?
Yes, Festival of Nations
And who are we forgetting?
downtown.
Oh, and Daughtry.
Daughtry, don't forget Daughtry.
I'm going to be there. Thanks so much for getting us smart on what's going on this weekend
Thanks, Dawn.
here in the 850 area code. And that does it for this week. We'll see you next time.